Hey, peace, peace, peace to all my friends in Glasgow and all over the world. Welcome to episode 6 of The Full Bhoona. What a week it's been. What's the big news item this week? Meghan and Harry are getting married tomorrow. And Meghan's dad's not coming to the wedding. I'm sure that's really sad, but we wish them all the best. I'm one of these people that actually quite likes them. I don't think there's a problem with the monarchy. I know it costs a lot of money, but, you know, it gives us a sense of identity. And lots of tourists love them. But we wish them all the best. Yes, the big wedding's going to be tomorrow. Are you going to be at the wedding? Let us know. Stick it onto the WhatsApp thread or send us a little message and let us know what you think of the big wedding tomorrow. Is it going to be a special day for you? Are you taking the day off? Are you going to be watching it on TV? Or are you going to go to the cinema and give it a miss? But it is what it is. So good luck, whatever happens tomorrow. So the stuff we're going to be talking about today, I've got a very special guest today. We'll introduce him later. He's, I think he's actually quite funny than me. But only time will tell. But let's talk about things. Let's relax a little bit. It's a nice Friday. The weather's been brilliant in Glasgow. So why don't we just take things a little bit easy. Let's talk about school. What sort of stuff did you like doing at school? Did you do activities? Did you play anything? I was in the chess team. I was in the karate team. I was in the debating club. I was in the badminton club. So what was it about school that you liked? And did you get involved in it? I remember there was a time, I think, just towards the end of school when all the teachers stopped doing their activities at school because there was some sort of strike going on saying they don't get paid enough to do that. I don't know how schools are today if they do extracurricular activities. But in those days, our teachers used to make big sacrifices for sport, for games of badminton and that sort of stuff. And I used to play all the time. So what sort of stuff do you... To tell us about it, you know, tell me on the thread, if you're enjoying yourself at school, having a good time, or do you think it's just rubbish and not as good as what it could be? So give us examples of that. We're going to look at lots of my favourite movie clips. I thought today we'd do a little session of watching some fantastic parts to movies that I like. So I think we're going to start with one. Are we ready? We're going to start with... Now this is quite a classic movie. I'm not going to tell you what the movie is. In fact, I am, because it's pointless if you're watching the clip and you don't know what's going on. But this is, when I have discussions with people about what's the best ending to any movie, I always say I think the best ending is 7, because maybe you had Morgan Freeman in it, you had Brad Pitt in it. Brad was quite young in those days, and there was 2 police officers, and they're trying to look for this guy who was using the 7 sins to kill people, and everything. He was sort of leaving little clues. And when he left clues, it was horrifying how he was sort of killing people or keeping them half alive just to let these 2 guys keep following him to the last one. Now the last one, I think, was, I can't remember what sin it was, but it was the one where you get angry. And he decided to, the killer, who you don't know until the very end, played fantastically by Kevin Spacey, decides to hand himself in. He's covered in blood, and the end is incredible, because what you don't know is that he wants to finalize the whole thing with the 7th sin, which means that he wants somebody to be very angry. So he takes the 2 police officers into the desert and he says, "I'll give you the final body." And he takes them into the desert, and they don't know what's happening, so everyone's following them into the desert to take them to the last body. And you start to realize that something really sad is going to happen. And watch what happens. Let's put the video on. 7.
Put the gun down.
I saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
Put the gun down, baby.
It seems that envy is my sin.
No, what's in the box?
Not till you give me the
What's
gun.
in the fucking box?
Give me the gun.
He just told you.
You lie! You're a fucking liar! Shut up!
That's what he wants. He wants you to shoot him.
No! No! You tell me that's not
What's
true.
in that box?
Become vengeance, David.
Ah, she's all right.
Don't
you tell me.
open the box!
wrath.
Tell me she's all right!
She murdered a suspect, David.
No!
Just throw it all away if you know.
No!
She begged for her life, Detective.
Shut up!
She begged for her life.
Shut up.
And for the life of the baby inside of her.
Shut up!
Oh my God, it's his wife. And she was pregnant.
He didn't know.
They're angry now. Oh! Oh, this is a good acting, Brad. Good acting.
Give me the gun, David.
He realizes his wife's head's in the box.
David,
Don't do it, Brad.
if you
Don't
kill
do it.
him,
Woo!
he will win.
Oh, God!
Oh!
Oh, God!
Don't do it, Brad! Don't kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Blow his head off! His wife's head's in the box. That's it, kills him. Done. Okay. Cut. Oh my God. That was horrible. That was a brilliant ending though for a film, wasn't it? His wife's head's in the box, so he gets Brad Pitt angry, and Brad Pitt shoots him. Kevin Spacey, God bless. What a great ending that was. That was a fantastic ending. 7, if you haven't seen it, then we've spoiled the ending. You can't watch it now anyway. Anyway, do you know people come on Facebook and they say, you know, the people that don't like Facebook, they say, well, why are you putting your breakfast on Facebook? You know, why are you putting a picture of what you're wearing? And I always say to them, why are you watching? Why are you watching? But the ones that really annoy me are the ones that check in hospital. They're the irritating ones. You know what I mean? Oh, check in hospital. Something's wrong. We don't care. We don't care. Oh, what's wrong with you? You all right? Aye, you all right? Aye, you know, the dog fell over the fence. Ridiculous. Stop checking into hospitals. We don't care. And I think people have arguments on Facebook quite a lot. You know, arguments will be, I just saw one the other day, religion. We don't want to go there. Politics. I remember when there was going to be this, remember they're voting to see if they want an independent Scotland, and everybody's arguing on Facebook and calling each other names, and so it can get pretty hot, you know. But the other great thing is that it lets us do things like this. We can go face live and talk to an audience with a fantastic, we're in the sky, we're in space right now with a lovely red planet at the back. So, has anything bad happened to you on Facebook? Have you had a big argument with somebody on Facebook and you felt you want to talk about it? Why don't you tell us about it? Write it down. And listen, if anyone wants a hello, then make sure you let us know so we can hello you. Anybody watching live? What's happened to Ant and Dec? I don't know. I love Ant and Dec. I absolutely love Ant and Dec. And I hope, is it Ant or Dec that's not well? Anthony, I think. And, you know, we're coming up towards I'm a Celebrity, I think October, November time. I love watching I'm a Celebrity, and we really want him back. So speedy recovery. Do you like Ant and Dec? I think they're fantastic. Best presenters on TV by far. So good luck. That brings us back to sort of mental health issues. We're going to have a show next week on mental health issues. Very important topic these days. How can we make society calmer and happier? Are we doing too fast? Is life going too fast? Is there too much stress at work? All that sort of stuff. You know, we need to start looking at stuff like that. And we're going to have, hopefully, my good friend Bill Leckie coming on and talking about his autobiography, which is I've just read the book. It's fantastic. And you know, I always think that, you know, when you have those moments live on a TV screen when you forget what the next topic's going to be. I'm having one of those moments right now. No, I'm just joking. What about the British Empire? You know, I was talking to somebody the other week, and they were talking about how, you know, the British Empire ransacked the whole world and then crawled off back to Britain. And then, to me, the contradiction is, then why did we all follow them back to Britain? Because I was born in Kenya. I was a Kenyan immigrant as part of the British Empire. And in the early 70s, as immigrants, we came back and we decided to live here. And then we moved to Bonnie, Scotland. So my confusion is, I was born in Kenya, I'm of Scottish heritage, or I live in Scotland. I'm of Indian heritage, if that's the right word, and also lived in England as well, which gives me a sort of a Sean Connery type accent. So I'm confused as it is. But what do you think of the British Empire? Do you think it's a good thing? It's a bad thing? When I was in India, funnily enough, when I was in Mumbai, the people that were there were telling me that the part that the British built is the best part of Bombay, or Mumbai. They were telling me that while I was there. And I always wonder why people feel the argument to criticize it, but then come and live in it. It's a bit like a burglar breaking into your house and stealing all your stuff, and then you decide to move in with him, but keep reminding him that he kept stealing all your stuff. It's mental, isn't it? Okay. Do you argue constantly? You know, I'm always arguing with my wife. My wife claims, she keeps telling me I've got no filter. What does that mean, I've got no filter? You know, like I'm a coffee maker or something like that. You got no filter? But the one thing when you argue with the wife is that she always wins the argument. That's right. Is there a ghost in here? Is there an echo? When I argue with my wife and I ask her to come up with an example of her argument, she always comes up with a really good example. That's what annoys me. Why? Where did she get it from? Where did she get that example from? Like 3 years and 53 days ago. Oh yeah, but you did this. Remember that? Rubbish. Okay, going on to another great movie here. We're going to have the Enter the Dragon movie ready, please. Now this is, I love Bruce Lee. I'll tell you why I like Bruce Lee. Because, don't worry, your time is coming. My guest is trying to get on really quickly. I've always loved Bruce Lee. Number one, he was a really good looking guy. Very good. And here it is. This is one of the best places. Whoa, Bruce Lee. Oh, there's the bad guy. There's the bad guy. Yep, something going down here. Something going down. Whoa! Oh, don't hit back.
Oh, don't hit back.
Oh! Academy Award!
Bolo!
Ah! 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 Surprise them. Not a guy who looks like that though. I made that noise to go and get someone. Check that guy out. There's some good actors there. Look. Check these guys out. Oh. Oh, there's someone here. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh! Somersault kick! Somersault kick! Oh, he's angry now. Oh! Oh! Right in the gonad! That's sore! That's sore! I've been jogging, I've just kicked him in the gonads. Oh! Oh! Nice one. Nice one. Whoa, 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 whoa! the end of him. Or is it? No. Thank you. The bow. The bow, the respectful bow. Is that it? Have we killed it? There was an ending to that. Doesn't matter. How good was that? Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. Still one of the best martial arts ever filmed, I think, in my opinion. Yes? Yes, I'm looking at the camera. Yes. That was great. Now, I'm going to bring in my guest just now. He's a very special person. He's a little person. And he quacks a lot. So, come on, sit up, up. Introducing Mr. Aaron Maju, my son Aaron Maju. Okay. How are you, son?
I'm good.
What's your story these days?
I like Fortnite Battle Royale on Xbox.
You got to speak louder.
I like Fortnite Battle Royale, the console game. I play on computer because I can.
You play a computer because you can.
Yeah. What? There's nothing wrong with it. Wait, can I commentate the Bruce Lee?
No, we can't commentate. We've finished the Bruce Lee sketch already.
Oh, fine. Oh, what? Not like the
Do you know what, Aaron? Do you know, does it really annoy you when people say funny things in Glasgow? Like somebody will say, I turned around and said to him. I turned around and said to him. And I'll say, did you actually say I turned around? You know, somebody says, I turned around. There's one of my relatives always says that to me. I turned around and I said to him.
Hi.
You know, and I'm like, did you turn around? Did you actually go like that? And I know wee guy who works in a restaurant called wee Jising, lovely wee character. He's like a little shrunken black Frank Sinatra. I go, Sanjay, I turned around and said to him. I'll say, Jai, did you turn around? Did you actually turn around and say to him?
Is that really the only thing you're going to say about I turned around?
Yeah.
Like,
I turned around and said to him.
so I thought you were going to make like a joke, but instead you were like, I turned around back there. Like, with the big throbbing moon is happening right there. Wait, can I get it? I'm holding the moon. It's like a little...
Can I just remind you, Aaron, I know you're my son, but this is my show.
Give me my own.
Yeah?
Give me my own. Alfred, come on.
So, the other one I don't like, right, is when somebody says, trust me. As soon as somebody says, trust me, Mr. Maju, I always say, no. I never trust a man who says, trust me. Never trust a man who says, trust me. You in particular.
You just said it there.
Yeah, but I'm saying it for
I can't trust my
entertainment
dad, people.
purposes.
I can't trust him.
Don't trust anybody that says, trust me.
I can't
They're
trust
talking
my
rubbish.
dad, people.
Trust me. Trust me.
Trust me, I'll do it. I won't actually. I just want you to trust me.
Do you know the other one that annoys me?
That I'm your son.
No, I love you. I do love you.
Okay, so there's third one then.
The one that really annoys me is when somebody says, you know, at the end of a sentence.
You know,
And
I'm
you
a
know, I was,
chicken.
and then I went out, and then I kicked the ball, and you know.
Can I say
When somebody
something?
says, you know, it's as bad as the guy that says, trust me. And even worse than the guy that says, and I turned around and says to him.
Can I say something?
But I tell you, the worst is when you check into hospital, folks. We don't care.
That camera.
We hope you're getting your arm amputated when you check into hospital.
You know?
You know, I mean, can you imagine somebody goes to hospital and says to the nurse, I turned around and says,
You know?
and then she says, trust me,
You
and she
know?
says, I'm
You-
going to get my arm amputated. You know.
Dad, can I say
And you've got to
something?
say, you know, with a really
Dad.
high voice.
Oh, everybody, look, my dad got a Mickey Mouse accent.
That's not Mickey Mouse accent.
And what is it then? Is it, hello?
People in Glasgow talk like that.
It's like, what? Oh, let me guess you.
You know.
Okay.
Trust me, I turned around and says. I turned around and says to him, right? I turned around and I went, oh, where are you? And I realised he wasn't behind me, he's in front of me.
Can I look?
So, listen, the big thing here, right? The Rangers, the Glasgow Rangers have got Stevie G as their manager. Who's Stevie G?
Don't know.
Who's Stevie G? Is
I
this camera
actually,
here?
I
Stevie
play
G.
football and I know Celtic
Stephen
Rangers.
Gerrard. It's like Stephen Gerrard. Stephen Gerrard, Liverpool Football Club. He's a legend of the game. And he's Irish.
So, okay then, can you do an Irish accent then? Like Jack said to like, hello guys, welcome back to this video.
I always knew, ladies and gentlemen, it was a risk bringing my son onto this show.
Oh, come on, I'm
But I'm
entertainment.
running out of guests.
I'm
If
entertainment.
anybody wants to come on the show, this is the barometer, so anything's better. So come on, give me a shout. Let us know.
Can anybody else make this guy more entertaining? I know I can.
So Steven Gerrard now is the manager of Rangers Football Club. What do you think of that?
I don't really care.
Why?
Because I don't
You've
support-
got to be interested
I
in the
don't-
Rangers and
I
Celtic.
don't-
It's the Glasgow way.
I don't support any of them. They're both good teams. I don't really care.
I don't support anyone. My legs support me. That's a nonsense argument. What about Man United?
They're a 5-star team, so.
Well, they can't be
I like
5-star. They
them.
came
I like
second.
them.
They came second
And what? The
in
Premier
the
League.
Premiership, yeah.
Who came first?
Manchester City. Okay, come on, back up. Okay, so do you think, ladies and gentlemen, that Stevie Gerrard's going to make any difference? And do you think the 9 in the row record, which has been equalled by both clubs, is going to get smashed by Celtic Football Club? I want to hear from Rangers supporters. That's what I want to hear from. And don't beat me up and get drunk and shout at me. I'm just joking. I'm stereotyping. I'm sure Rangers supporters are quite nice.
No stereotypical
Rangers
words.
supporters are very nice people.
No stereotypical words. That's not nice.
So I think that Steven Gerrard was a fantastic football. In fact, do you know the funny thing was I met Steven Gerrard in Portugal, and he's huge.
When?
When we were in Portugal.
Like
He
the
was
time I
massive.
was when?
Yeah, but you're tiny. You didn't know
What?
who he was. You just wanted to play with your toys. You didn't care who Steven. We actually said hello to Steven. He went good to you.
I'm the Steven
He
Gerrard.
was 6'3". He's really, really tall. He was like 4
What about
feet, 4
Victoria?
inches taller than Dad.
Victoria's 6'3".
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I know somebody that's 7 foot.
Right. Okay. Are we going to go on our next clip?
Scott Brown.
This clip is one of my favourite clips. It's from a film called Deliverance.
Oh, let's see.
And as you well know, I do enjoy attempting to play the guitar with my little band, the Bungra Beatles.
What about me? I've played the
and
drums once.
When I watched this clip, I didn't really understand how they did it, because when you watch it, you'll understand it's incredible. It's called The Dueling Banjos, and it was a film with Burt Reynolds called Deliverance, and there was actually quite a rude scene in it where men were getting raped in the film. You shouldn't be watching it for that reason. I don't even know why I'm discussing it. That's an
I'm
X-rated
here.
film, but it was quite a horrific film. And the ending was quite horrific, where Burt Reynolds, when he falls into a waterfall, and when he comes out the waterfall, he realizes he smashed his leg open, and you can see the blood and the bone sticking out of his knee in this film,
Idiot,
Deliverance.
why are you telling me that?
Because in 10 years' time, you're going to thank me for that.
Then, Dad, why is it called Deliverance? He just delivered
one
his
thing.
leg.
So basically, this is the scene where they meet somebody. What do you call these guys in America that are like inbred people? Claire, what do you call these people? They're hillbillies, right? And
Those hippies.
they're sort of inbred, and they have this duel with their banjo and guitar. Watch this scene. It's one of the best scenes in film.
Oh, sweet guitar, yeah. Yeah, banjo, go down. Oh, cowboy coming in with little. Don't know what. Okay, this guy's.
That guy looks like you.
No, he has
That wee
sideburns.
boy looks like you.
Yes.
That's you. That's you there.
Okay, that is Crash Magic. That is Crash, not me. You better get your stuff right, mate.
Hey, we do that film.
That is. Don't know, like Crash Magic.
No.
Oh,
To ask you about his head.
Keep this running till the end. It's really good. Look at this guy. Mental.
I don't think you understood me. I want to get some drivers to
Deliverance.
drive this car and that car down to Aintree. Drivers, you understand?
You
Might get a driver, brothers.
The who?
A driver, brother.
Reynolds, you sexy man, you.
Where do they live?
Swear if I was
I
gay.
live back over that way. $4.99.
Right.
It's just not brilliant.
genetic deficiencies. Not pitiful.
Who's picking the manger here?
I can't even wait to go.
Come on, I'm with you.
Come on, let's do it. We go back to snake still, guys.
After this.
Watch this. Oh, look at that going. It's going now.
Dad's having a cat. Oh shit. Let me do the Disney shit. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, I got social media.
We're live on the show.
I'm lucky I have social media. I got Insta. What you say to me? I would love for the people to see my phone.
That wee guy gets raped, by the way.
Woo!
Bit puncher, yeah. Oh. This guy. I've seen tons of guys in Glasgow like that.
Mangra, just do what I'm the hit nanny, regular for this dance. That's the best thing.
Whoa.
It's the hit nanny for the banjo.
It's a good ending to this.
God damn, I could play all day with that guy.
I believe you could, too. I believe you could.
That's good.
It's very good,
Right,
son.
Angelina
Damn,
Jolie's
you
dad.
play a mean
Oh,
banjo.
look at that.
Watch this. That's like me in a bad mood, look. Doesn't look shake his
Hey,
hand.
you want to play another one?
What's he even doing?
Give him a couple of bucks.
That was
That
a
was
good film,
awesome.
That was brilliant.
My dad could play like that.
Right, sit down, Arna. Come on, we're going to
Kill
interview you
me.
now. All right, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Proper interview now. Come on. Right. So look, son, you're 9 years old.
Yes.
What's it like being 9 years old?
Bad and
What's,
good
are we
at
in
the
the
same
20
time.
21st century just now?
It's bad and good at the same
What's
time.
it like? Are we 21st? Is it good?
Yeah, it's the 21st century.
So why? What is it so good about?
It is good that in the 21st century, the kids get social media, games on my phone.
And what about things like? Have you got any animals? You like animals?
More than anything,
What's that? You haven't got an animal.
I love animals.
What animals have you got?
Snake, doggy.
We're talking straight because I can't
We
understand what
used
you're
to
saying.
have 5 fish.
The fish all died one by one.
No, my fish stayed alive. You killed it.
Yes, but he ended up to be a fish pakora.
Shut up. Okay, talking about fish pakora, what's the big thing in here?
That's my earpiece. And what about, we've got a snake as well in the house. We've got an albino milk snake.
It's an albino Nelson. Common sense. It's white and red.
I always thought milk snakes would drink milk, but ours doesn't like milk. It just eats mice every week.
It eats fuzzies.
A dead mouse.
It's nice, Daddy. It's a rat.
So what sort of, do you like Snapchat? What do young people like these days?
A lot of them use Snapchat. Like, all the teenagers use Instagram and stuff.
But why is Instagram so good?
There's a lot of people use it. There's memes. You got celebrities on it. You can pretty much. It's kind of like a YouTube, but worse.
Right. And what about what?
It's a worse version of YouTube.
Well, what about? Well, you're not allowed on Facebook, are you?
No,
So how come you're allowed? How come your mum lets you go on Instagram and not Facebook?
no. I chose.
Remember, I don't make the rules in the house.
Instagram over Facebook.
Why?
Instagram is like a mini YouTube, better than kids YouTube, so I just chose it.
That's crazy. Okay. What about watching. No, the other thing about Facebook, you know, when people go on Facebook and they talk about when they're
What
upset
about the
with
snake
somebody.
still thing?
Yeah, so when they're upset with somebody
What?
and they'll post something, and actually they're upset one person, but they'll post something stupid on Facebook so that everybody knows about it.
What do you mean?
And they're upset.
Can
and
you
everyone
start
says,
that again? I
like,
ignored
for
you.
example, can we put that still on, right? The snake still. Where's that still? Somebody put this up.
Snake still.
No matter how many times a snake let me say it in the accent. No matter how many times a snake
can I do
sheds its skin,
Can I do it, Daddy?
it will always be a snake. Remember that before allowing people back in your life.
Dad, can I say that? No matter how many times a snake sheds its skin, as it did with my brother, it will always be a snake. Remember that before allowing people back into your little...
Do you know, I think the reason why somebody puts that up is because they're upset with someone. But why be upset with someone and then tell everyone you're upset with someone and then not tell that person you're upset with them?
Dad,
There was obviously a snake in somebody's life that shed its skin.
that's Krish.
Yeah,
I'm going to do the oldest thing in
that's absolutely
History.
rubbish. Absolutely rubbish.
history, boy.
Barbara Windsor has Alzheimer's disease, unfortunately, and
What's that?
it's when I think it's when your brain cells start to fall apart a little bit, and
No.
then you can't remember stuff. And
So it's like dyslexia. So you can't
no,
remember
no,
things.
it's different. But what happens is people forget things. So if you start getting Alzheimer's, you've become forgetful. Generally happens to older people, and they'll forget that you're their son. If it happens to me one day, and I hope it doesn't, then I won't know who you are. I won't remember all the experience. Like doing this show together, we'll probably get 5 people max watching the show. We'll have to force everyone to watch it by boosting it.
Look at this.
But Barbara Windsor, unfortunately, has got Alzheimer's, and God bless her. I used to love watching Carry On films. I still watch like Kenneth, what's his name, and that guy, I can't remember his name, on
Can I show them my phone
Carry
screen?
On. I can't even ask this guy because he's too young. But
About
the Carry
what?
On films are brilliant. Carry On Screaming was the best. I mean, Carry On Screaming, in those days, it was scary. Big Frankenstein guys with big heads, Tefal type heads. Carry On, it was really, really
Can I show
scary
my
in
phone
those days.
screen? The giant pig.
So listen, good luck to Barbara Windsor. I hope, not that I think it's going to get any better, but
Can
we
you see
wish
that,
her all the
people?
best.
It's 1936 with a giant pig.
Now, the other thing, see when I was your age, do you know what my favourite film was? And do you know why we've got the backdrop?
Frankenstein.
No,
Alien.
close. What do you think it was?
Can I guess? Was it? Let me. So can I get the 20? Can we play the 20 answer game?
No.
Please. Okay, I'm playing the 20 answer game.
Anyway.
Okay, so is it close to Alien?
It's close to Alien.
Is it Life?
No. I'll just tell you what it was.
What?
So when I was this man's age,
If it's so funny, I'll start
9 years old, this fantastic film came out called Star Wars. Now, Star Wars, to me, is one of the best films ever made.
That is
I think
Aliens.
Star Wars...
Close to Alien.
No, Star Wars was better.
I know, but you said close to Alien. No one knew. It's just in
There was aliens, but there was aliens in Star Wars. But anyway,
No, there wasn't. There was just a big tuna guy.
no, there's lots of aliens in Star Wars.
Was
Well, it
there?
was set in space. There has to be... aliens are from space.
Yeah, but Dad, what about Luke Skywalker? No. Was Voldemort in it?
No,
The guy with the nose like this.
that was Harry Potter.
No, that's Star Wars. Voldemort.
See if you hold your nose like that, it'll stay like that.
Voldemort.
So,
I'm Leatherface.
the film... let Daddy speak.
Okay.
The film, when I was young, the first movie I sort of understood at the cinema was Star Wars. And I remember, I think it was 1977. My mum took half morning off work, and we went to watch it. And we queued outside the door. The queue went round the block, and and listen, I know there's people that haven't seen it, but the opening scene to Star Wars was a small ship trying to escape from a big ship, and the big ship had come into the scene, and the way it came into the scene was just phenomenal. And what happens is, it captures the small ship, and Princess Leia's on the small ship. And
He died.
what happens is Darth Vader's on the big ship,
He died.
and Princess Leia, so he captures Princess Leia, but not before she manages to give, so that looks a bit
Banana
weird,
gun.
I'm
Look at me.
sorry. No.
Oh,
I know
banana
you're going to do something, no. So she puts a message into a robot, R2-D2, who then manages to escape off the small ship that got captured by the big
fat.
ship. Now, I always remembered that because that's how the Star Wars film started out. It started out with these two robots trying to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. And that's how Luke Skywalker gets found.
Who's
and
Obi-Wan
Daddy
Kenobi?
Obi-Wan Kenobi's
Is he like
Darth Vader's teacher.
Obi-Wan? Oh, wait, isn't Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader? No, that's
It's Ewan McGregor.
That's Anakin.
Anakin is Darth Vader.
Yeah, and Obi-Wan Kenobi is the guy that chopped his legs off, isn't it?
Correctamundo.
'Cause
Played by a Scottish
they-
actor in the new films,
both
Ewan
have-
McGregor.
They both have. Can I say what happens? They both have a fight because Anakin is going to meet up with the Emperor to become Darth Vader, but he doesn't know that he's going to become it. He just wanted to be evil. So then Obi-Wan Kenobi went to stop him, and they both had a giant fight, which was inside a volcano, I think. And that's when Obi-Wan Kenobi chopped off his legs, like with the lightsaber magma. He had no legs. He was walking like this.
And you know, yes, yeah, we know.
I was like, that's so funny.
You don't have to overact the scene. There's no Academy Award for
I
doing
can't
the
if I
full
want
Bhoona.
to, and there's no stopping me. Because there's a banana gun right here. Like, pew, pew, pretend there's lasers coming in. I'm too hyper, Anna.
Claire, remind me not to invite this guy back to another
Come
show.
on, I really want to go.
So,
Noted.
yeah. I think so. So,
I'm the
the
only
incredible thing
entertainment
was,
guy.
because we're going to show you this video, which I find quite emotional, because I remembered that as in when I was young, I remembered that scene when I was about 8-9 years old of the scene of the beginning of Star Wars, which was the be all and end all for everything for me at that age. I used to get all the cards.
You loved it.
I loved Chewbacca.
No, I can do
Chewbacca.
better.
Han Solo, Darth Vader.
No, this is
Princess
Darth
Leia.
Vader. When Darth Vader breathes, this is what happened.
The fish with the big eyes. I think that was Return of the Jedi.
Wait,
fish
I
with the big
remember
eyes.
him. He's like this. He's like
No, not as yet.
he's like this, and he's like.
Yeah, so the fish in Return of the Jedi. They
Like
were
pretend this is his
remarkable
eyes.
films. The
This
Emperor.
is the fish's.
The Emperor with the electricity in the hands.
Oh, that should have been red, cause like lightsabers, the evil lightsabers are red, but
And then Darth
his-
Vader kills Obi-Wan Kenobi at the end of episode 4.
Does he?
Yeah.
When?
The people that like Star Wars know what I'm talking about, don't they?
Dad, do you know that Darth Maul? There's
Darth Maul was crazy.
Yeah, he was.
There wasn't
killed
enough
though.
Darth Maul.
And there was only
He
one
got chopped
episode.
in half as well
Yeah,
by-
he got one episode.
Yeah.
I think it was Obi-Wan Kenobi. When Obi-Wan Kenobi and the guy with the ponytail, like Darth Maul and the guy with the ponytail were fighting, and they were inside this place, and Darth Maul shoved his lightsaber through his heart, and but you didn't see his heart because it dissolved because of the magma. How did they even
The
make
magma?
Yeah.
What magma?
magma's like how the lightsaber glows, and if you ever touch magma, like if magma ever
If I
went
put
like
my
this-
finger in a lightsaber, would it just come off?
Yes, your finger like yeah, your finger's off now. Wajah! It'd probably be burnt.
But there was the
That's why that's why you smoke. And when Darth Maul finishes fighting him, he because there's a giant hole. It's like in the ground.
It's not got all day.
It's like a divot, but it's everlasting.
Okay,
He
so
just shoves him through it, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi just chops Darth Maul in half because he.
okay, so one second, please. So this scene now, right? This is when Star Wars got made. It was Episode 4, 5, and 6, and then they made 1, 2, and 3. At the end of 3, it was Darth Vader getting made because that bit where the guy chops
Yeah,
his legs
is that
off, right?
the Revenge of the Sith?
But episode 3.5 was Rogue One. To me, apart from the first Star Wars, one of my favourite Star Wars. Rogue One is when they do that with episode 4, which was the one I saw when I was a kid. And when I watched
Is
Rogue
One
One,
not the new one?
was that?
Is
Rogue One's the most
newest
recent one, yeah. So Rogue One
Wait, this one.
brings into this what do you call that when that happens? What do you call that? What do you call that? Synergy. The synergy. No, it ties the story beautifully. So we're going to watch. Get the video ready, folks. We're going to watch this scene where it's a fan watching the end of Rogue One, and I have to tell you, I did exactly the same as that fan when I realised the end of Rogue One was going to do that with the episode that I watched when I was an 8-year-old innocent kid who could hardly speak English, an immigrant. Thank God Donald Trump
This
wasn't
is
able
the
to
UK people.
or I'd be sitting in
Don't
my wee
think
Wawa hut
about
in Kenya.
immigration. This is the UK people. Just stupid if you say it.
Okay, let's go. Shout outs, please. Got more topics.
What in the
Spring it.
world is that? Like, oh.
Watch this. Look up.
She's crying in tears.
Oh my God.
Oh, my little man.
Oh my God. They've got the plans to destroy the Death Star. So it's gonna do that! It's gonna join the story!
What happened?
That's Darth Vader. He's not happy.
Why is he sad? Plans.
Watch this bit. This is the bit.
Why is she crying? Did she like the Death Star?
Oh my God! That was incredible! That was totally wicked! Oh, I can die happy now. Oh, that was so good! Are you filming this?
Yeah, I filmed all of it.
Joke's on me!
That was incredible. That was Rogue One ending was incredible.
Oh wait, was that Rogue One?
That was Rogue One.
You
And you
said
know, I
that's
was
3.5.
your age when I watched the original Star Wars.
Yeah, but Dad, that was awful graphics for Rogue One.
I'm not into like let it go, let
I
it go.
hated that.
la, la,
I
la,
hated
la,
that.
la, la, let it go. Like all the
hated
kids
that.
are into these days.
No, I hated that. That was like when anybody put that on, I screamed and jumped out the classroom because we primary 4 people.
What about a turn around and says to him? A turn around and says to him.
Oh, you know.
Can you do an Indian accent?
Oh, Balle Balle, what are you doing, Uncle G? Hello, Sanjay Manu. TK, I get you a cup of tea.
Can you do an Irish accent?
Hey guys, I'm Aaron. I'm on Phil Bhoona TV show. Welcome back.
That sounds like you're from Southend-on-Sea.
Shut up, Daddy.
Can you do a Welsh accent?
Daddy, what you doing?
Right, without being racist, can you do a Chinese accent? No, don't even try.
I don't want
We're gonna get in
to.
trouble. Don't.
I know. The Chinese people don't have an accent. They have their, like, they have their language.
You could do spoken a normal accent then.
They have no...
But hang on, Indian people have got an accent.
Yeah.
Can you do an Australian person?
Hey. I don't know. What does I say, like?
Well, I don't know. You can do an Australian
We
accent.
need to get some cheeky
Are we
dubs.
going to do the shout outs now? The
We need to
shout
get
outs,
some
okay.
cheeky dubs.
Who's watching the show just now? Laura Kennedy. Peace
Laura?
on earth.
Hi, Laura.
How are you, Laura? Remember Laura used to look after you?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I don't actually. Hi,
We've got
Laura.
Joe. Guess who we've got all the way from Australia? Joe Rigby.
Hey, Joe.
All
Nice
back
to
from
meet
Australia,
you.
mate.
What's up, mate?
Neighbours, everybody needs your neighbours.
Wait, is he a neighbours?
With a little understanding.
Jazzy.
What is that about to tell?
Guess who we've got next? We've got...
Neighbours. We've got Ian Smith, Legendra. You must be really bored if you're watching this, mate. Jazz Core. Can
I read them out now? So you got Andrew McNeely.
Andrew McNeely.
And we
Okay.
got
Middle camera.
Margaret, don't know.
Margaret McLeish.
I can't read that.
Margaret McLeish. I know, I've heard that name before. Margaret McLeish.
And also
Oh,
next.
all the way from our school, Leslie McGregor. You watching this, Leslie? You must be crazy. Do you know Leslie McGregor? Leslie, I think, if I remember rightly, you were the first girl asked to dance at the school dance.
Was she pretty?
She was all right.
See what my dad said.
But
He
we're
thinks
both
you're...
married now. It can't happen, Leslie. We can't have cappuccino babies.
Gay.
Okay, Poochie Auntie's watching now. Poochie, we love you. We love you.
91.
Make sure you make the aloo matar. Aloo
Everybody,
matar.
everybody. Okay, when we get to the last one, let me do something.
No, hang on.
Adam Benny.
Adam Benny.
Okay.
All the way
now,
from Canada
here's a
with
dance for all of you. The Carlton.
Okay. It's just to remind you also, right, that we've got the Bhangra Beatles gig lineup, ladies and gentlemen. 15th of June, we're playing Canada Wood. Can't buy me love. I buy you diamond rings, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. This show is going right downhill, but we don't care. Do we care? We don't care.
This is going
We're having a
perfect.
laugh anyway.
People. Wait, let me go in front of the screen.
July the 21st, the Bhangra Beatles. Watch your mic. July the 21st, we're playing. Sit down, for God's sake, man. It's not. Come on. It's not the playground at school. Over there. Sit down.
I wasn't there today.
July the 21st. Sorry, folks.
Sorry.
This show will get more professional next week, I promise. It's just that my wife and her pals have flown off to Malaga. And
That way, guys, is that place nice?
it's not as if they help us anyway.
Wait, is that nice?
July the 21st, we're playing Inverness. Anybody from Inverness, come and watch the Bhangra Beatles. July the
wait.
21st,
Is
we're
Kieran
playing
coming?
Tributes in the Park on July the 21st.
Oh, sick.
On the 1st of
September.
1st September, we're playing Tributes in the Park at Strathclyde Park.
Oh. Strathclyde Park.
The big one on 8th of September, we're playing Bowfest at Inverary.
No way.
What is Bowfest?
I
It's
don't
Best
know,
and
it
West
just sounds
Inverary,
important.
where we're going to be rocking it to the Highlands and Islands.
Dad, that's crazy.
Dum.
But wait, play the Bruce Lee clip again.
No. Anyway, any more call-outs? Fantastic call-outs. Great to hear from all of you. Joe Rigby from Australia. You better tell all your friends in Australia to
me
watch
see
us.
this one.
Hang on a sec. We've got
see
Kamal Rahman. We've got Jim Pearson. Jim Pearson, I hope you're well. I know you've not had good health recently. And
Jimmy Johnston.
Jimmy Johnston's watching the show. Jimmy Johnston. We love you. We
Cash
love you.
Cat.
Lose weight.
We got Cash of
Cash
Cat.
Can. By the way, Cash Can. It's no secret that Daddy's bought a pharmacy, and we've got another 10 minutes to kill, man. Let's enjoy this. It's no secret that Daddy bought a pharmacy out in
Just like,
no Isla, the Isle of Islay.
no way.
Yes.
Oh wait, I forgot you done that. How is it?
How can you forget? How can you forget Isla? Is it called Islay or Isla? Anyway, I bought a pharmacy out in Isla, which is an island on the west coast. And my main man, Mr. Superlocum, Kashif Khan, Sanjay Yar, okay, don't worry, I'll sort it out, is working there. And he's watching the show tonight.
Hi,
Peace
Cash.
be with you, Cash. Get those prescriptions out.
Cash, nice to meet you and everybody watching. I know it's glad to have some entertainment on this show for once, isn't it?
But do you know why they call him Cash? Because he ain't
He
cheap.
makes some cash.
He ain't cheap.
Everybody make it rain.
Cash. Okay.
Probably bet this.
You know, that other thing that really annoys me, right, is when Asian people, right, have white names. Like Rakesh will call himself Rocky. That's really annoying when you got a guy. What's your name? Rocky. Oh, no. What's your real name? Rocky. All right, aye. What's the other Asian names that white?
Bruce
are
Lee.
whiteified?
Bruce.
Yeah, that's his real name. Bruce was his real name. Bruce Lee's real name was Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, if you're watching this, I love your movies if you're still alive.
He's dead. He died like 1972.
Bad call,
Bruce
but I
Lee-
still miss you. I
Bruce
loved your
Lee,
movies. Enter the Dragon, boy! Like, you got scratched on the dragon.
Bruce Lee died of, he took a tablet and died because I think his brain got inflated. Okay, Samir.
Too many movies.
The best badminton player in our club, Samir. Fantastic player. Paul Hendry, all the way from France. Hendry.
Wait, Paul.
J'ai joué au tennis dans le jardin avec Jean-Paul et Claudette. Oh.
Wait, Dad. Paul Henry. Is he not the one? Is his dad not the one that went to the Clyde One thing with you?
Yes. The Hendry family, they're like family to me.
Like you got Paul Henry Jr.
They're my
and then
white
you got
cousins.
Big Bobby Henry.
In fact, Paul
Hi, Paul.
Hendry, Paul
Hi, Paul.
Hendry actually likes to be called Pradeep. Did you know that?
Pradeep.
Yeah, Pradeep.
I'ma call you Tortella.
Do you know what I
like
realised, right?
tortillas.
I actually realised this stupid thing when Asian people give themselves white names like Shingara will be Sam, Tarlo could be Tony, all that sort of stuff, right? My brother-in-law actually Tony. And then I realised I've been calling my wife Jiggy all these years. And her name's Jiginda.
And guess what her name is?
I don't like calling her Jiggy, I think it sounds silly.
Yeah, but
Jiggy.
Jigindo, really. Mrs.
Jiggy,
Jigindo,
Jiggy.
Magic. Nice
Buck
to
Rogers, Jiggy Jiggy.
meet you. Have you heard Auntie Jin's real name?
No.
Rajinder.
Rajinder.
Rajinder Atif. And that's a nice
I'll
name.
call myself Jin.
Everybody, don't listen to my dad and also Auntie Jen if you're watching. Ignore him. You have a really nice name. Especially you, Paul.
I don't know what the hell you've been putting on your hands, but
I
it
didn't
does
do-
not smell good.
I
at all.
washed them.
Thank you very much, Claire. Oh, thank you. Paul Hendry again, it's the same people. Sonia Axie, we love you. Sonia's got her own show. We love Sonia, she's fabulous,
Oh,
and all
she
the white
was-
lines are behind the Sonia Axie. Sonia, you're the one that
was
put
a-
in there all the... I actually got that snake thing from you. A shake snake sheds its skin, but it's still a snake. According to Sonia. Heather Kirkhope, we're loving you. Heather Kirkhope, you got the lovely, you used to make me a rolled bacon. Not a rolled bacon, sorry.
They
A rolled
spelled
sausage.
it
Oh, no,
Veerhope.
a rolled egg next to my office.
They spelled it Veerhope. Heather Veerhope.
No, Kirkhope, it's just Claire's got a funny K. Kavita Bhardwaj, one of the best Asian comedians on the planet.
Wait, is that my husband?
Yes.
Hi, Kavita!
You're very good, Kavita. You're some comedian, man.
Could you tell me some jokes?
I'll tell you one. My wife fell out with me this morning. All I told her to do was shave off her moustache.
That's an old one, so I'ma just stop you there. Can you put it back to my camp, please?
Or
Guy.
a man with a frog in his head walks into a
Put it
doctor's
back
office.
to my camp, people. This guy. He has
A man with a frog in his head walks into a doctor's office, and the doctor says, "Can I help you?" And the
the
frog
frog
says,
says,
"Gonna
"Get
get this guy off my bum."
And guess what? See, if I was a kid, guess what I would have said?
What?
You should have asked before, because I would have just hopped. I would have chucked him in the green screen, and then he would be a frog on the moon.
Three-legged dog walks into a bar.
It says, "I've came for the man who shot my paw."
I come for the man who shot my paw. Three-legged dog.
That makes no sense when this guy's here.
Two horses in a bar. Try and pay attention to this one. Two horses in a bar,
I've seen it.
and one of them says,
Oh,
"I think Celtic are going to win the cup."
I've heard this when the giraffe comes in.
The other one, can you stop spoiling the joke? The other one says, "I think Rangers are going to win the cup." And then the dog walks in and says, "Guys, I think Aberdeen are in with a good chance." And the two horses go, "Oh my God, a talking dog."
See, as I said, no sense, because the two horses are talking as well. And also, you said it was a giraffe. Because it was long like, how can you ever hear a giraffe? Like,
What do Jack the Ripper and Winnie the Pooh have in common?
who's Jack the Ripper? What does he look like?
He used to kill people.
Now, what does he look like?
Do you know why they called him Jack the Ripper?
Why?
Because he used to rip people apart.
I kind
And
of want
Winnie
to
the
watch
Pooh
a
is a
horror
wee
movie.
bear. But what have they got in common?
Um,
They've got the same middle name.
Jack the Ripper and Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Why can't Winnie the Pooh's last name be spelled P-O-O-P like Winnie the Poop?
I've no idea.
It'll be more funnier. And also, by the way, if anybody that made Winnie the Pooh, please contact me because me and my friend Callie love it.
You love Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
Let's talk about something more interesting. Give us another topic.
Um,
What else is happening? What are you going to be doing this summer?
got Big Belly. Let's see. Okay, I've got a couple things I want to say. Number one, I'm the fat jealous piglet. Got that from my big cousin. Hope you're watching, Kieran. And I got.
Any more shout outs? If you want to give us a shout out, send it on the thread. We'll give you a wee shout out.
Okay, I'll read it right now. Do you want me to read it?
Is there anybody else? Oh my God, I'm getting a bit of paper. here.
Everybody, there's more
We're counting down the
people.
last 5 minutes. Oh my God, we're counting down the last 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, we've got the. Oh, sorry. We've got. Gillian is watching. Gillian, all the way from Apple Pharmacy, Dalride Road. We love you.
Jackie's here.
We love you.
Jackie Sinclair.
Oh, Jackie Sinclair's
Hi.
watching.
And then
Saj
you got-
Hamid. Shall we watch a video of you? Now this boy.
Oh, I love this
Can
one.
you guess his age? Can you guess his age? He's 9 years old. About
Okay,
to be 10.
Look, I am, like, if I'm any taller, I would probably be off the screen.
Okay, so
My
this is
head
a
came
video of Aaron is actually a twin.
Yeah, it's so funny.
when
So,
he was
my
born,
brother, Chris.
I already have 2 boys, and when he was born with his brother, I had 4 boys, and I really wanted a girl. I tried really hard to dress him up in girls' clothes, but it didn't work. But I love him anyway. So this is a video of my babies when they were
everybody-
1 year
so-
old, and they're singing. What song are they singing? It's Bob the Builder.
When we stop talking, listen exactly to what I say, because I cannot even understand a single word I say. I like, just
Let's put the Bob
listen.
the Builder video. This
Like-
is my favourite
Like,
video of my
when
kids.
I stop and tell my brother, like, stop, I'm ready, go and do daddy. Listen to exactly what I say, because I have no idea what I say. Like,
Look at the camera. Keep singing.
I had a summer around this beat.
That is. Bob the Builder! Can we fix it? Bob the Builder!
Can I read this one?
No.
Can I read
Let me
this
go again.
Let me, I'm ready and you daddy.
Bob the Builder! That was such a cute video.
Okay, so now we've got Alison McPhee,
Is Alison watching it? Whoa, Alison McPhee!
and then we've got
Roxana Ahmed! Jim Irvin! From the old club.
Leslie McGregor.
Leslie and Gillian are
again.
back! My biggest fans! Are you loving it?
Nice to meet you, people.
Anyway,
That's
so I've had
Australian.
a great time. Have you had a good time, Aaron?
Especially with my dad.
Oh, my dad, don't get all cheesy. We're going to go for a bite to eat now. We're going to go for a bite to
Everybody,
eat.
fingers
Let's go for a
crossed I
bite to
can
eat.
get a BLC from McDonald's.
No, not McDonald's. That's very unhealthy. Just kidding. We're going to go to the salad shop and get a tomato and some lettuce.
There's already a tomato back there. Look.
But it'll be on top of a burger with a bun, and we'll eat it like that.
Okay. If there's a place that sells burgers with tomatoes on top and they glue it, I'll tell them take the bun and the tomato off. because there'll be no tomato on it. Fresh, toasty.
You are mental, man. Mental.
People, hi.
I think, would you think this guy should get his own show?
Like anybody, like right now, because we've got a couple minutes to spare, write yes or no, and then they'll write down.
Do you want Aaron to have his own show? Do you reckon he could run his own show?
Wait, everybody, comment like if you like how you comment.
Who's your
how
audience
you're
gonna be?
in their show.
Who's
Same
your audience
people.
going to be?
The same people.
The same crazy people that watch this?
Yeah, like Leslie and Jillian.
I went to school, Leslie. She danced with me in the first dance.
Jim, Roxanne, Alison, you all be watching. Sonia, Heather,
What about your
Kavita,
pals at school?
Paul, Samir, they don't have Facebook. Joe, Ian, Jazz, Andrew, Margaret,
Okay.
Leslie,
We're gonna
Bucci,
put the final credits
Adam,
on.
Kamal.
And we're going to finish the show. I've had a great time, Aaron.
Okay, everybody write down yes
Have
or
we
no
had
in the
have
comment
we had a good
thing.
time? Is there anything else you want to discuss before we finish
I
off
would
here?
really love for the people to say yes or no.
The people!
The people, I would like for you to say yes or no if I should have my own show.
You're a poet and you didn't even know it.
Say what?
Well done.
Okay, that's
well done.
embarrassing. Oh.
We've really
But
enjoyed
I-
ourselves today. Thank you very much. Give me
I
a
like
kiss.
my diet.
Let's split a
Okay,
banana.
everybody say yes or no. Wait, let's split a
Let's
banana.
split a banana. We're going to
Wait,
split a
give me,
banana,
give me,
right?
give me.
Live on air. Split a banana. Are we allowed to eat in the studio? Let's go. We're going to finish off. Thank you very much. Good night. Episode 6 is done.